This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
That's all you got. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch tight end, watch tight end. 65, 65. 57,
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here we go. 180. 57. I got it. Go ahead, go ahead. Check.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Here we go. Check. Lucky. Well, fellas, here we go.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Here we go. 180.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 57 to Mike. Get the ball. Kill. 21. Kill.
From the 38, Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Walker to start the drive. There he goes left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap. The gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film
Let me
review.
see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is the tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ready, go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Gino. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On the ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and goal from the 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. The final shot here before break. Smith. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Flushed out right. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
60 Eagle.
Just beating the play clock. Smith on the move to his left. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He's got his tight end fan, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Smith setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Come on, set 70 Timberwolf. 54.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Bison, 60 Bison. 54. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Slam, slam, slam. Go.
Straight ahead, Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle there by George Odom.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Walker. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now it's Smith. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Rush the run.
Back to throw. Garoppolo gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, 26 yards. And the Seahawks have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield?
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taken from about the 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. Just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll take it inside the 25.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 17. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
It's our time. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go.
To throw his car. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd down and 8. Now Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Carr to throw. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. 52's the mic. We got to get the ball, D.
On 1st down, Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Liking 18. Check 3. 70 Lions.
Geno now to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Steps away to his left. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a nice, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Carr sliding out of the pocket. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 54 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
You got three down. 6-18.
Carr now on 1st down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Now Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. Touchdown! A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open, and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now Gino on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Check 4, check 4. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Throwing now is Gino.
Let's go, D. Big series.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Back to 60, back to 60. Ready, go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
60 by 6. Ready.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On third down, here's Walker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
They snap it to Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check the backer, check the backer. Bronco 80. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ready.
Smith now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. That one complete to Horsted. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Carr. And my goodness, another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw is Smith. He's into the secondary. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 48 yards. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the foot. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set up. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. In motion comes the tight end left. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
57 to Mike. Warriors 70. 57. Mike 57. Oh, here we go.
Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
57 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. And QB's trash. Let's go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Go on. Go on, D.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. And I'm coming after you.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Runner jump. 57.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. And Pascal's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Hawk 70.
Walker now on first and 10. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a 2nd down and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 48 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. And going right back to Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
On the ready. 57, Mike 57. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Ready, go.
On the ground with a tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The man in motion is Brown. On first down, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Target. 18. Buy it in. 57 Mike. Mike 57. Watch the slam. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'll get him. Get him. Get him.
In motion right is Watkins. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Watch 88. Single, single. Single slot. Single slot. Check 99. Check 99.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Elliott is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Geno. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Geno now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 59 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open
And catch the ball.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Let's get it. Hey, check right.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught by Watkins. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
19 light.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This one out quickly to Watkins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This will be caught by Brown. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Complete at the 1. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Mike 17. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the 38, Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Like 17. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Shift.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
70 Timberwolf. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mike 17. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Undercrush.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now it's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Tiny is Ringo. Tiny's on Ringo. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Shift. Watch the shift. 70 Lions.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. From the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
And what's the ball? 57 to Mike. 57 to 54.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
You got 3 down.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check. 57's Mike.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 44 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Got it. Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
On first down, it's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Here's Smith looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hatch it. Hatch it. Switch. Switch. Slam. Slam.
We're going to 53.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike 56. Mike 56.
We're going to 54. Check.
Prescott to throw it. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
56 is the Mike.
Pollard going to try the right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 21-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Here we go. 480.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On second down, it's Pollard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Kill.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Now Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Switch.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
So we got man. Mike 56.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Smith on first down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Hey, smash.
After the sack on first down, Smith. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Again, Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Cougar 19.
Now Gino on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Gino. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the gun, here's Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here we go.
2nd and 8 coming up.
18 Cardinal.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
6 guys.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Smith. Flushed out right. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
60 Eagles.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 129 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Yeah, let's go second. 57's the mic. 57.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Mike 57, Mike 57.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
57 to Mike. Blue down.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Here we go, 47.
On 2nd down, Elliott. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check.
Inside give to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Just like that. Just like that.
To try again after the sack. Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Make him do it again, baby. Make him do it again.
So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
I know he ain't got it. It's got Mike 42.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw.
Get that ball.
He's got a man. Complete. The 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 66 yards. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Here we go, 46.
Check.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that...